Hey everyone, it is Jay Soloff from Investors Alley, and this is our options trade of the week. So we are here at Market Chameleon, marketchameleon.com, checking out the unusual options volume page. And what I like to do is sort this volume by quantity, so most to least, to see what some of the big names are doing. I will also sometimes look at this relative volume. But today we're looking at what some of the bigger names are doing, and Tesla's at the top of the list. And if you've been following, it's been a huge week for electric vehicles and everything related to that. Just a lot of action there. NIO is another one, like Tesla in China, electric vehicle company. FuelCell, they do power plants. We'll take a look at this, but it's related. Hydrogen fuel cells are being talked about as a way to power vehicles, alternative energy sort of vehicles. So that's up there. Plug Power is another one. Of course, GM does have electric vehicles along with obviously their normal vehicles. Blink Charging is charging technology. Solo makes this sort of smaller electric vehicles. XPEV is another one in China. So, I mean, just a ton of action here across the board. And you can see, I was talking about fuel cell. Well, it's traded 228,000 options today. That's 11.2 times the regular amount. Normally it trades about 20,000. So just a lot of action. Usually you can tell if it's bullish or bearish by looking at the amount of calls or puts, and it's almost 70% calls. So bullish action. You can see the stock is up 5% today. It's been on a tear this week, along with other sort of alternative energy vehicle and alternative energy and alternative vehicle type stocks. So we'll take a closer look at it and see what happened. Is just, again, that industry and things related have all been moving higher. Fuel Cell, it was actually downgraded by JP Morgan, but downgraded to neutral, and the analysts said that they expect them to be profitable in the next couple of years. So people actually took that as a positive. Along again with some of these other stocks that have been just been on a tear, they're kind of carrying each other higher. Looking at some of the action, a lot of the stuff expires this week, but we have so December 18th, 4 puts with the stock about 563. This looks like a purchase. Could be closing short puts. Could be a bet that it's going to go lower. It could be a hedge against long stock. So that one's a little bit difficult to determine. Here is January of next year. The 7 calls looks like they are purchased. A little hard to tell. Could be closing a short call position, but if this is an opening trade, that's obviously very bullish. Spending almost $1.50 on 7 strike calls with the stock at around 6 is definitely very bullish, expecting the stock to go a lot higher. And then here's another January 2021. This looks like selling puts at the 3 level. These could be cash secured, so someone's pulling in, decent amount, maybe 7 or 8% in yield. They might be willing to get long the stock if it drops to 3. So that's an interesting way to play this situation as well. So looking at it here, you can see just this explosive growth this week. Probably not sustainable, but that doesn't mean it can't stay up in this area and slowly move higher from here. Once again, although it was cut to neutral by JP Morgan, the analyst comments were actually relatively bullish. Here's that January, the expiration, 57 days. 7 calls. So they traded. The stock has obviously gone down since they were traded, and they're down to about $1.17. I like this play here. If this is in fact a cash secured put, you'd only need $300 per option to sell this put, and you'd make 34 cents, so 35 cents to sell it here. That's not bad. It's a decent yield to sell this option, and if you don't mind getting long the stock at 3, if you're somewhat bullish, that would be an interesting way to earn some yield and also get long at a price that you'd be happy with, or just continue to sell and collect yield each month. So interesting way of looking at it. Now these are just ideas. I do give recommendations, buying calls and puts in my Option Flow Trader Pro service, which you can check out on this page if you're interested in that sort of trading.